Yeah, I want to make a video about the new Nissan Titan XD with the Cummins diesel. Regarding my impressions after driving it for a little over a week. First off, I'm going to say, like, this was the truck I wanted, kind of textbook reasons, it being the so-called 5/8, truck. I pull a trailer that's, maybe 10,000 pounds when it's loaded heavily, and I have an Eco Diesel Ram 2015 that would pull it, but it really squatted the back end, and that truck wasn't four-wheel drive, and I was able to get one of these, in a comparable trim level to an F-250 or a 2500 Chevy or a Ram, heavy-duty truck, for probably over $10,000 less than what I would have got, one of those for. I was able to get this Nissan. So I really wanted this truck, and it's the first four-wheel drive truck I've had since I was like 20 years old. So I really like having that. Just, like you say, when you don't need it, you don't need it. But when you do need it and you don't have it, you're screwed. So that's that. Now, I say all that to preface my critique because there's a few things I'm not crazy about this truck. And I kept the Ram. I kept the Ram Eco Diesel to use more as a work truck because I've already beat it up pretty good, and I don't want to beat this one up. The first thing is the mileage. I see people talking about they're getting 20 miles a gallon. I met a guy at the gas station last week, and he told me he gets 20. Maybe he has a two-wheel drive. He also had the Cummins. I drove this thing on a road trip. In the first 1,000 miles, I drove it, 600 in one day, maybe close to that anyway. And I averaged 15 miles a gallon, and I'm still averaging 15 miles a gallon. And the tank is small for a truck that gets 15 miles a gallon at 26 gallon. I mean, it's like you can literally watch maybe not literally, but it feels like you can watch the needle, move while you're driving on the gas gauge. And that's not cool. The other thing that kind of is driving me crazy, like super irritating, is the DEF, the diesel exhaust fluid tank only holds like probably 3 gallons, which is freaking insane. So like for, to compare it to the Eco Diesel, dude, I could put the Eco Diesel tank holds at least 5 gallons. It holds more than that, probably 6 or 7, I don't know. But when I need to fill up the diesel exhaust fluid in my Eco Diesel, I can go buy 2 of those 2.5 gallon jugs and pour it in there, and I don't have to worry about it for months. On this one, at 1,000 miles, not even, like 900 and something miles, the truck was telling me I needed to add diesel exhaust fluid, and I was like, oh, the dealership must have not had it full. No, they did have it full. And when I went to add 2 buckets, I added 1, and the other one, I got like barely any in it, and it started overflowing. So I'm like, that's stupid. You gotta basically put diesel fluid, exhaust fluid in your truck every 2 tanks. Maybe 3 max. So that's kind of irritating. That's stupid. Like, we get that we have to do it, but it's something you don't want to have to worry about on a regular basis. They should have put a 10-gallon diesel tank, exhaust fluid tank in this thing. So that's really irritating. So those are my big gripes. Another thing is, I got this truck, the sticker price was $61,000. The true car price with the dealer discounts and rebates was $46,000, which is great. But for a truck that stickers for $61,000, leather interior, midnight edition, all this other great shit, the mirrors that are bigger than the mirrors on my Eco Diesel, they don't automatically fold in, which is annoying. Because the F-250s, they all do that. I mean, maybe not a base model, but so that's another gripe. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Other than that, I mean, it's well built. It's a Cummins. It's definitely got a crap load of power. I had the dump trailer on the back of the truck and had to back it onto a construction site and threw a pile of the mason sand and just dropped it in 4 low and just mushed the trailer right into where it needed to go. That was really nice because I definitely could never have done that with the Eco Diesel. But I'm telling you, this is a brand new truck, and I've had it a little over a week, and I had to make 2 trips to Miami and back from Orlando, so that's a good 3.5 hour drive each way, so 7 hours in a vehicle, you know, in the course of a day. And I chose to take the EcoDiesel because on the highway at 80, you know, between 78, 82 miles an hour, I'm getting 25 miles a gallon. In this one, I'm getting 15. So that's a huge difference. I drove this one to Naples, which was even longer drive, about 4 hours each way, like a couple days after I got it, and that's where I was like, shit, you know, use like a whole tank of gas relatively quickly. I've looked into getting that 1,000-gallon tank from Titan Tanks, and I've seen a little bit of bad talk about the tank, that if you're, you know, once you're down to like a quarter tank, if you're parked on a steep incline, that the truck's not going to be able to get fuel to start. But I live in Florida, so I'm almost like never on a steep incline, and at least then I could go, you know, 700 miles without filling up, and then, you know, then it really will be one I have to fill the DEF up every time I fill the tank up, which is kind of annoying. Like, that seems really basic. That those 2 things are my biggest gripe. Sorry for rambling. I don't usually do these kind of videos, but I wanted to put it out there because it's something I wouldn't have minded knowing before I bought the truck, and I didn't. You know, I watched a lot of videos, but I never saw that. So thanks for watching. I hope it helps. If you guys have any questions in the comments, I'll be happy to answer them. And that's it. Thanks. Bye.